Hi, I'm Noah Nicetune, composer of Revolutions. Well, I'm not a composer. I just made this album with Live Loose from GarageBand, as I noted in the descriptions of the songs, and I am terrible at making my own composition with instruments. And speaking of instruments, I am a terrible piano player. Anyway, embark with me on this listening experience and you get to hear some behind-the-scenes info about some of these songs before my songs play. And I love listening to track-by-track commentaries on some albums like The Life of a Showgirl, so I am ready for you listeners who haven't heard of Revolutions and who've already heard of it to listen to my commentaries on these songs. So let's get started. Futuretastic is the first track on the album, and the longest track on the album too. As you can see, the title is Future and Fantastic put together. When I was making this, I thought that long songs could keep the dancing last longer, because this song is really catchy. I wanted to make this song longer, like 10 minutes at length, but it turned into 9 minutes because I didn't have the time ruler set when I was making this song. I actually wanted this to play at my sister Emma's graduation, but she refused. And this song also got a copyright notice on YouTube when this album came out, saying that the intro sounded like cruzzing from A to Ba. I can't say it. It didn't affect the video. Also, I wanted to make a 4-part music video series for Revolutions, and I will talk about them as soon as we get to the title track of this album. The second track is No More Parties for You. And to me, I thought that this instrumental song would work better with vocals, talking about the singer's mother banning parties, kind of like the title. I played this song for my mom, and she liked it, saying it had a good flow. Now that's something you'd probably want in a song like this. I really like the kind of vocals like ba 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 too. Track number 3 is Groovy N Funky. This track is the shortest song on the album, about the length of the song Eat It by Weird Al Yankovic. After I made this song, the ba-ba-da started after the wah-wah-wah-wah-wah-wah, and I wanted to start with them combined together, but I was proud of the final results later on. Also, the title Groovy and Funky is very accurate for the song because the song has a 70s disco vibe, you think? The fourth track is Chill Radio, and the name is actually based on the chill live loop that was used for this song, and I really like the pianos on the last 15 seconds of the song. Also, excluding the album's length, if you play the Chill Radio video at minute 154 through minute 157, you get to hear drum machines that sound very resonant when compared to the next drums that happen after that moment. track is the title track of this album, and I feel that almost every album needs to have a title track. Michael Jackson did a lot of those. Anyway, this track was copyrighted when the track was released before it was released along with all the other songs from this album. If you exclude the album's length, and then go to the song's length, at minute 5:29 through minute 7:10, YouTube thought it was very similar to the chorus of Tiger by Exo Daisy Chainox. I didn't plagiarize that song. I didn't know that track even existed when I was making this song. In order to get revenge, I played a heavily copyrighted song, You and the Night, by The Caretaker, because it sampled a copyrighted song. I made a video with that song playing and uploaded it just to spite them. It was later deleted because it was never striked. And also, after making this song, I found a sound that was so good, I wish I would include it before that. And it's ba-da-ba, ba-da-da, ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da. Anyway, remember my music video plan that I mentioned for my commentary on Futuretastic? 4 out of 8 tracks in this album would be turned into music videos, and they would be connected to each other to tell a story. Like a rock opera, only this time, a video opera. The main character is me, as a well-known DJ living in a futuristic city, and the Futuretastic video shows me playing the song for a crowd, until this track's video features a terrifying Omnidroid-like machine that destroys the party, and the DJ and machine get in a fight, and I fight the man who controls that machine. And the man gives up in the No More Parties For You video, saying that, I don't remember, that he wasn't allowed to go to parties as a child because they were too wild, at least according to his mom. Kind of like that vocals theory for the song's commentary. And the final track's music video, well, I'll talk about that later. We didn't have the budget to make a music video because it would require a lot of special effects. I was thinking making animatics on Canva to tell that story, but that would probably take a lot of time, I think. Anyway, here's Revolutions. Track number 6, that's 6 in Spanish, is Night and Day. It's a good song, and I like the bridge well that come boom, 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 boom sounds. Track number 670. Oh, sorry. That was an awful reference. Ahem. Track number 7 is Electro China. As you can see by this separate songs video, the thumbnail's title is Electro China in Chinese over the English translation. I used Google Translate online for this translation, so that's probably not the correct translation, but whatever. Plus, before I start the song, you can't start a Chinese song perfectly without a gong. Now we're getting to the end with the 8th and final track, A Night at the Skate Park. This was actually the first song I've ever made for this album, right before Futuretastic. The title is similar to A Night at the Opera by Queen. The demo version featured me experimenting with the FX feature on GarageBand during the final chorus. I was planning a concept for it too. 3 friends go to a skate park on a night, and they have a fun time. And in the bridge, one of them trips and hurts their knees and doesn't want to skate anymore. And then the 2 friends calm her down when the bridge starts to segue to the final chorus, and they end up skating again at the final chorus. And I also planned this to be a music video for my music video plan that I talked about in my commentary on the title track of this album. The DJ invites the man to his first party, and they collaborate on a song, and their performance is a hit. I wish I would have fixed some details in the song, like a sound ending too abruptly at the end of this song, and the drums don't stop on like what I planned at the bridge before they do, but this is a good one. you so much for listening to this whole video. Plus, the Nolan Nice Tunes part of the title on the thumbnail of the original album is a reference to the Disney's logo that Disney used to have during the late 80s or 90s. Anyway, I would have to give a shout out to Catherine Woodward for loving these songs. Also, stay tuned for the deluxe edition of Revolutions, featuring the demo of A Night at the Skate Park and the shortened versions of Futuretastic, Revolutions, and Night and Day. And it will also include a brand new song. I love you all, and have a good day, and I'll see you next time.